Good evening, TikTok family. My name is Gail, and I just want to share with you a dream that the Lord has given me. And this is my first time posting to TikTok, so just bear with me. So, I had a dream that I was shopping, and it was just a normal, nice, bright, sunny day. And I came out the store, and as I came out the store, people all around, of course, everybody is shopping, taking care of business, things like that. And so I happened to look up in the sky. Something kind of like caught my attention. And so I looked up in the sky and I could see some smoke off into the distance. And then when I looked again, I could see a mushroom cloud forming. And I began to say to the people, "Do you see that? Do you see that?" And they looked at me like, like what? We don't see anything. And they just kept on about that every day. And I looked and I could see a huge mushroom cloud forming. I knew it was going to come my way. I took off running. And I ran back into the store, ran all the way to the back, ran into one of the bathroom stalls and just kind of crouched down. And I waited a bit, and then I decided, go back outside. So I went back outside, and when I got back outside, I could not believe it. It looked like a great devastation that has just taken place, something just been bombed. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like one moment everything was perfect, everything was fine, and the next moment it was devastation everywhere.
Shalom, Shalom, Yesharala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakathum to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessing be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, and it's a quick lesson. We're gonna get into, of course, this woman's dream. Now, as far as the title, I don't really, got a title at the moment, but by the time this get up, there will be a title. Just gonna get, some scriptures. It made me think of when she was talking about the dream. The first part that really stuck out to me is the fact that, how she said she was able to see it. The what was it, the mushroom cloud, but everybody else wasn't able to see it. And that really makes me think of, it makes me think of the elect, man, because ultimately, man, we see it coming. So everybody else, they don't see it coming, even though it's right in front of their faces. They don't really see it coming. We see it coming, and we're moving accordingly. The hopeful elect, they're moving accordingly. Proverbs 22:3, prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide himself, right? So her being able to see that when everybody else couldn't, just like made me think of how the hopeful elect, they have foresight, but also how everybody else is blinded, though, because they can't see it, let alone hear it, right? And I'm gonna get this. This is Isaiah chapter 6 and I'll start at verse 10. It says, "Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitants, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate." Right? So by the time people, I'm going to say the 2/3, by the time they really see it, let alone get everything, it's going to be too late. Right? These people are not going to get it until pretty much they're done. Right? Second Edges 9 and 12, learning after death by pain, man. They ain't going to get it till after all this shit is happening. Ultimately, when it's too late. to come back and serve Yahweh Shai, to repent, right? And then, also made me think about Joel, the second chapter, the nuclear missiles, right? Because that's going to be the ending. That's the cherry on top for, Babylon the Great, also known as America. But yeah, man, how she was able to see it made me think about how the Hopeful Lick, man, they see it. They see it coming already. It's right in front of our faces. We see it coming. Now, like I said, they're the only ones that are moving accordingly to, avoid the destruction that's coming. Now, yes, they're going to be in the midst, the Hopeful Lick, we're going to be in the midst of it. But guess what? We're going to have a covering. If we continue to serve Yahweh Bashem Shah, And then another thing she made mention is about like how fast it all happened. I'm going to go ahead and get this Sirach chapter, 28? No, not 28, my bad, 18. Sirach chapter 18 and verse 26 in the GNT. It says, things can change in a single day, right? The Lord, Yahweh Shai, can act very quickly, right? Because we understand that Yahweh Shai, he's going to come as a thief in the night, right? He's going to come as a thief in the night, man, right? That's why we understand that, man, everything can change, in a single day, man. Yahweh Shai, he could do stuff fast, man. If he want to, just like that. Hell, I'll say 2020 was an example. Just like that, C-19, you're locked in your house. Did not take long for all that to happen. Yahweh Shai did that. Right? So what was that first? Yeah, that's 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. Goes into how the Lord gonna come as a thief in the night. But guess what? We're in the know, though. We're in the know of these things coming. And the Lord has, gives us with the wisdom and the knowledge, let alone faith, to know all these things and to how to prepare. Ultimately, just fear him, serve him, and fear him. He's the only one that can protect you from it. He's the only one that can protect you from it, because he's the only one that's bringing it. He's the one that's bringing it. So it only makes sense the fact that he can protect you from it. Nobody else can. Your mama can't save you. Your daddy can't save you. Your man or your wife, your rib can't. Nobody can save you other than Yahweh Bashem Shah, man. He's the only one that can protect you from all these things. So yeah, she really she really kind of, I'm going to say kind of, represented kind of like the hopeful elect, man, because they see these things. They see these things coming, and they're hiding within Yahweh Bashem Shai. The names of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and is saved. Right? We see the things coming, and we're praying onto Yahweh Bashem Shai to protect us from the destruction that's coming. Now we understand we're not going to just be straight up taken out of it. Oh, rapture type shit. Nah, we're going to be in the midst of it, but we're going to be good though. Isaiah 60, the 65th chapter goes into that. But I got one more scripture that also made me think of this. Matthew chapter 24, and where is it at? Yeah, I already know where I'm going with this. I literally just had it too. Oh, okay. I might get that. Here it goes. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37. It says, but as the days of Noah were, also, Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Exactly. So, like she said, it was just a normal day. It's a normal day. Then she just saw the mushroom cloud, and there nobody else seen it. Everybody's still going on about their jolly day, man. shopping and shit. Not concerned about nothing going on around them. Like not concerned about nothing going on around them. Like she said, man, they just couldn't see it. And that's majority of people. They can't see what's coming. They know, the only thing they have an idea of, they're like, okay, it's not going to get too much better. They're hoping that it gets better, praying to Jesus that it gets better, save America, right? But it's not, I'm going to jump down to verse 40, Matthew chapter 24, verse 42. And the title of it says, be ready for his coming. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. Right? That's why we're supposed to be, always watching. Right? And there's so much information going out. It's really hard to catch all of it, man. It's so many videos brothers are going into. But if you do miss a day, you'll miss a lot of stuff, because a lot of stuff been happening. Right? Right? We're in the time where, it's just like, I forgot how that quote went, but some along the lines, how it's a time where only weeks go by, or days go by, and and decades happen, something along that ladder, man. We're in a time where stuff is happening very quickly in the span of days that usually would have took years to happen. So it's really important that we're watching now, but that's why it's so hard to keep up with everything too, because so much is happening. All right. So ultimately, man, just be ready. Destruction is coming here to Babylon the Great. And don't, as it says in 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, man, don't sleep as do others, man. Everybody else sleep. Nobody see that mushroom cloud. We see it. We see the destruction that's coming. Right? Now, with us knowing that, what are you going to do with that information? You're going to just sit on your leaves and talking about just chilling, going on about your life, or are you going to prepare? How do you prepare? You prepare by serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, praying, fasting, getting into the scriptures, learning, and watching. Ultimately, that's how you prepare yourself, man. Fearing the Lord, bro. That's the only way. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it off by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Grand Millstone. And until next time, I say, Shalom, Yeshua.